안녕하세요. Welcome to Smart Travel Korea. Today we'll be going to the Korean folk village in Yongin, Gyeonggi-do Province. It's impossible to understand Korea without understanding its past. Now we're going to leave the bustling capital of Seoul behind us as we head south to Yongin in Gyeonggi-do Province and travel back in time and dive into Korea's cultural heritage at the Hanguk Minseojeon, Korean folk village, where carefully restored houses and artifacts from the Joseon dynasty provide a window into the past. The Korean folk village in Yongin has been open year-round since 1974 as a living museum, popular with both international visitors and Koreans alike, that will introduce you to traditional culture from the late Joseon dynasty, which lasted from 1392 to 1910. The Korean folk village is set in a serene environment on 250 acres of natural landscape, where you can explore over 260 traditional houses, or hanok, that have been relocated and restored from the different Korean provinces to create a replica village from the late Joseon period. The village consists of Joseon period houses and workshops, where visitors can discover the daily life of past generations. See a wide assortment of residential structures from the straw-thatched cottages of commoners to the 99-room tiled roof mansions of the noble class, preserving some of the country's rich traditional and cultural heritage. The Korean folk village is set in a serene environment on 250 acres of natural landscape, where you can explore over 260 traditional houses, or hanok, that have been relocated and restored from the different Korean provinces to create a replica village from the late Joseon period. The village consists of Joseon period houses and workshops, where visitors can discover the daily life of past generations. See a wide assortment of residential structures from the straw-thatched cottages of commoners to the 99-room tiled roof mansions of the noble class, preserving some of the country's rich traditional and cultural heritage. The buildings represent the dwellings of commoners, farmers, and noblemen from all across Korea. You can also get a look at the architectural characteristics of the Joseon dynasty, experience traditional crafts, watch a performance of Korean farmers' music, learn about traditional foods, handicrafts, and clothing while visiting the workshops and open-air attractions, or treat the kids to the workshops and play village, or Dream World with its 15 fun and exciting attractions. If you have ever read about ancient Asian history, or watched a Korean historical movie or drama, this Korean folk village will make your imagination come to life. There are typically 4 cultural performances available twice a day. Nongak, the farmers' music and dance, tightrope acrobatics, martial arts on horseback, a traditional wedding, and other seasonal events. The folk village offers other hands-on immersive cultural experiences to enjoy for both adults and children. Housing from the Joseon dynasty represented at the folk village include a nobleman's mansion, a large landowner's house in the southern style, as well as farmers' houses in the southern style, northern style homes, Buddhist temple, entrance through the 3-passage gate, as well as homes in the style of the Central Region, Jeju and Jindo Islands, and others. Even today, sites of residences are traditionally selected using traditional geomancy. A house should be built against a hill and face south to receive as much sunlight as possible. Geomancy also influences the shape of the building, the direction it faces, and the material the house is constructed with.
오늘같이 쌀쌀한 날씨에도 저희 한국민 농촌을 찾아주신 모든 분들께 깊은 감사의 말씀을 드립니다. 첫 번째 공연 순서로는 여러분들의 소원과 복을 빌어드리고 가정의 건강과 안녕을 기원하는 기다리 공연으로 첫 번째 공연을 시작해보도록 하겠습니다.
Various hands-on workshop experiences include pottery, wooden crafts, silk thread making, musical instruments, horseback riding, ferry boat riding, traditional dyeing of clothes in the farmer's house in the southern part, straw rice bag making, a blacksmith's workshop, bamboo, mask, and traditional Korean straw shoe workshop, brassware, traditional furniture and fans, even a Korean etiquette educational center. Explore traditional lifestyle experiences, the opportunity to learn the lifestyle of the Korean ancestors, to experience their culture as it was in the old times. The local government office, you can experience the traditional punishment. Horseback Riding Center offers horseback riding, or a working millstone in the Central Korean House. The large, high, traditional Korean swing in the folk games area. At the Folk Village's souvenir and specialty stores, explore traditional sauces made with crops grown in the folk village, and this specialty store sells traditional oils, liquor, and gift sets. In the souvenir shop, enjoy the displays of merchandise exhibiting the traditional beauty of Korea, including their fans, masks, folk paintings, and lacquerware. Walk along the river. Enjoy and take in the serenity of this beautiful trip into Korea's past. At the marketplace, visitors can try the exotic flavors of Korean cuisine from different regions, including Korean pancakes, hand-pulled dough soup, noodles, rice cake soup, rice wine, acorn jelly, Korean sausage, skewered foods, and traditional candies, and many others. Souvenir and specialty stores embodying the Korean traditions include the agricultural specialties shop. In addition to traditional sauces made from crops grown in the folk village, this specialty store sells traditional oils, liquor, and gift sets. The souvenir shop displays and sells various merchandise exhibiting the traditional beauty of Korea, including fans, masks, folk paintings, and lacquerware. Enjoy the nunggak, the farmer's music and performance.